Hello and welcome to another episode of With Whom on Zoom. My name's Amy Clulo and today I'm joined by Emily Bowden, a recent fashion graduate. Hello, how's your day been? How are you?
Hi, it's good. It's been busy constantly.
So tell me a bit about your background. What drew you to fashion in particular?
I was first studying art and design at college, but decided to specialise in textiles and sculpture, which I then grew more towards creating sculptures of textiles, which drew me to fashion. So I've just mainly been focusing on costume aspects and big couture, dramatic clothes. It was exciting.
So your recent runway show was for a collection called Utopia, which is, I believe, based on nature.
Yeah.
What drew you to nature in particular?
It was based off metamorphosis, which is the scientific process of when a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly through like the evolution stages. So I wanted to create a collection that conveyed a story which shows the developing stage, like the first one. So I made outfits inspired by like caterpillar with the shapes. So I used like dramatic silhouettes and iridescent colours to show that. And then for the middle outfit, I did like a large coat that was quite rounded, like a cocoon. And then the final outfit was like the butterfly emerging from the cocoon. So I used the same fabric from the coat for the top of the dress that opens out so you can see all the colours underneath. I thought it was more exciting to do a collection that follows a story, like a process, rather than just random outfits. But all the individual garments can be moved together anyway and styled in different outfits for whatever you want.
And I know that you did custom printed gloves for it as well, which were very
Yeah.
impressive. How did you source the other fabrics for the collection?
Most of it, well, all of it was like dead stock fabrics or fabrics I'd found online quite cheap. So through COVID, a lot of big fabric shops shut down, but they were selling loads of their fabrics quite cheap online, like Facebook and eBay and Amazon, to make money. So it was stuff that was going to go to landfill, but I decided to use mainly dead stock fabrics. So it was more resourceful and like sustainable. And yeah, some of the fabrics I'd like for the gloves, for example, I designed. So I took a photo of a butterfly, then edited it, made it all like glitchy and weird, and used that print for like tights and some gloves as well. But most of it was like technically old fabric, but I made it into something new, which also goes well with the theme of my project. So
I was going to say it's quite good to use sustainable fabrics for a nature-based project.
yeah.
What was the process of putting on your first runway show like? I mean, especially with COVID, it must have been quite a surreal experience.
Well, for the catwalk collection I've been posting recently, the organisers, it was actually their first show they'd ever done. They were just people that are my age that decided they wanted to create a catwalk show. So we collaborated with a modelling agency called Atlantis Models and Dark Bull Vintage and Red Brick Market, which are big shops in Birmingham. They also volunteered and lent us the venue. The models all volunteered, loads of photographers volunteered, a DJ volunteered. So a lot of people just came together to create a big creative project, basically. So we all kind of collaborated to help each other. Technically, the first show my work was at was for Graduate Fashion Week. I didn't really have to organise any of that. I just sent stuff away and they did it. But
oh, that's nice. Especially during the pandemic, everyone coming together to put on this fantastic show. What's it been like during COVID, getting your work out there? Has social media been a big tool for you, or?
yeah, so I try to use my Instagram and TikTok as much as I can. So I like to show the development of my work. So if you scroll further down, you see like my sketchbook pages and my development and sampling of fabrics, and you can kind of see how the work's progressed as you lead to like the development stages to the photos of the end result to the catwalk pictures, which is quite interesting, really. I think it's like a good thing because I don't want to just upload just plain pictures as well. I like to use TikTok and make like cool effects and add music. I think it adds another element to what you posted and make it more interesting.
How did you like pick out your models for the show? Did you have any specific looks in mind, or was it just anyone who was there?
They'd sent me a list with loads of different models, so I could kind of choose what I was going for. I didn't have a specific like target in mind of what type of model, like race, height, skin color, gender. I just wanted to throw all my accessories on and my outfits and try and make it like fairy princess style. So like it didn't really matter like who I was given as a model because I was working with the makeup artist from Central School of Makeup. I showed them mood boards of like the colours I'd go for, like the pastel and things like that. And I worked with the hairstylist as well and showed them ideas. So like I worked with whatever hair they gave me. So a girl with like big crazy hair, we did like some plaits in it and left the rest of it down and used it as a main element of her outfit, really. The hair went well with what she was wearing. One of the girls who had an afro, for the photo shoot we kept her hair natural because it went well with it, and for the show she was modelling for some other people as well, so she had her hair in braids, but still in braids. It looked really good with the outfit to put, and she got to wear the flower crown with it. So the models all look good in the outfits I picked for them, but it wouldn't have mattered like who I was given because I was gonna tailor whatever model I had to what makeup and hair I wanted to put on them. So it was good that I got to see them for a photo shoot before the show so that I could see what looks good on who, and everyone looked good in what I put them in, so it works out well.
So what are you thinking of doing next? I know that you sometimes do commissions for people. I think you recently were doing your denim bucket hats again.
Yeah, I like to use old materials and stuff. So like with the denim bucket hats, I like to collect loads of old denim. I literally just ask online and collect people's old jeans and jackets, and I cut them up and make them into new things. I'm planning on opening a studio in the future when I've got more money, but I really want to open a photography studio so I can do more creative projects and collaborate with models and photographers to do like a lot more creative direction because I really enjoy that. So that's like one of my goals. But I want to just carry on creating weird, interesting clothes and have like a little brand.
And that brand is Emilyiscoolest, isn't it?
Yeah. So that Instagram name I did as a joke when I was like 15, but I just kind of left it because it sounded cool. And I was just like, it's more interesting than just having my name. It's more memorable, I think. So I've just left it and kind of used it as part of my branding and worked around that. Because I think if I changed it back to my name, it would be harder to find my work because it's quite a common name.
Well, in the near future, you've been working with School of Rock, dressing the kids, haven't you? What's that experience been like?
So it was a one-off experience dressing for the Grand Theatre. The School of Rock musical came. So I was dressing the girls. It was interesting. I was mainly doing like the maintenance backstage and getting them dressed for the quick changes and prepping the outfits. I've never done theatre work before, but it was an interesting experience. I'm going to be working with the Angels costume soon in London. They do a lot of theatre and film outfits. I'm going to do a placement with them for about a week. So I'll get more experience with like the costume side of things rather than just like runway fashion. I just want to try lots of different experiences and see what happens.
Well, I was going to say, would you ever consider going into not just dressing for theatre, but also creating costumes for theatre as well?
I would be interested in doing that. I'm just creating lots of different outfits that can be worn for like runway or for drag or for theatre or like anything really. I do like more simple clothes as well. I did like more commercial sort of wear for TikTok not that long ago, which was more like streetwear themed because I wanted to challenge myself to do something different. Even though they're simple garments, it was more difficult for me because I'm not used to making like basic shapes.
Who would be your dream client to either dress or design for, or have wear your clothing?
Oh, I don't know. I really like Vivienne Westwood from an aesthetic point of view. I'd love to like work for her and do styling because I think she's really cool. But I'm also inspired by Molly Goddard because she does loads of big cool dresses. I really like the way she creates things. Dream person to wear what I've been making. Probably Youngblood because he's cool and I want to put a dress on a person. Like a different sort of person to what I'm used to.
So are those some of your main inspirations? Because I know your clothing is quite big and colourful and quite out there.
Yeah.
Would you say those are your like main influences? Are there any others?
I think so. I'm planning on doing my collection again, but all in black and maybe black and white, because I think that would be interesting to see how the same shapes and silhouettes look in something completely different. It's my own personal style. I don't always wear colourful. I wear a lot of black clothes and more like gothic influenced stuff. I want to do more of that, but using the same patterns I've created for like the dresses and big coats. I want to create them in different fabrics and different colours just to see how it looks for more of like a winter feel, but also like I think it would be interesting to try the same thing again but with a different aesthetic.
Well, that brings me on to my next question, was going to be how much of your personal style do you think really influences the work that you do?
I think when you look at my sketchbook you can tell the clothes I've created are from the same person, because they're all quite big and messy and colourful. That's the way I like to draw and design things. So I'll have something in my head and I'll try and throw it on a page and then use that to create something 3D. Yeah, like some days I'll be really colourful, like bright pink and pastel, and other days I'll have like the complete opposite style. But I like to change things every day and not have the same constructed style aesthetic for my own outfits. I just do whatever I feel like each day, pretty much.
I think I'm kind of the same. My wardrobe changes pretty drastically every couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm literally wearing like a white flowery dress today, but yesterday I wear like black jogging bottoms and a hoodie. So it depends.
Depends on the day, depends on the vibe.
Yeah.
So if people wanted to find you and your work, where would they find you?
My name on Instagram and TikTok is Emilyiscoolest. If you type in Emily Bowden, it will come up as well, I think. But those are the two social media I use the most to show my work.
And do you have anything in the way of merch or clothing lines or anything like that that you wanted to promote?
I'm definitely trying to do more commercial clothes to sell and accessories and things like hats and bags, and I might make a few dresses that are maybe more simple, like simplified versions of my catwalk collection for people to wear on an everyday basis. So hopefully that will be happening soon. But I do commission work anyway for whatever you want.
Oh, fingers crossed that comes to fruition. It's been fantastic talking to you today. Thank you for spending some time with me. I hope that all goes well. So thanks for watching, and if I could ask everyone to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time on the Voice YouTube channel.